17 because I rehabbed. I'm really stubborn. You'll learn this about me. So if somebody tells me I can't do something, watch, I will do it. Doctor told me I never play soccer again. Yeah, watch. But I didn't play for the first 2 years of school. Really. At least didn't get any playing time. So I'm sitting on the bench. All of a sudden I have new friends. School's different. My family's not there. So my backups, like, I'm an athlete, but I also have a great family and great friends and, strong academically. All those things were different. And I didn't know who I was anymore. And I'll tell you, it's one of the best things that ever happened to me. We'll find that sometimes in life, we have to get just completely stripped of the things we hold on to. I've been going through a period of stripping the last few months. Oh, let me tell you. Sometimes we get stripped of the things we rely on. Because ultimately, I got to a point where I was depressed. Nobody knew it, but I did it really well. Miserable, hated playing, based my worth off of whether my coach complimented me in practice. Started drinking with my teammates because I wanted to try to fit in. Started making decisions that weren't good. All because I was searching for love and searching for identity. It was preseason of my junior year. Preseason's awesome. It's awesome, but it's awful. You play like 3 days, it's hot, it's 90 degrees outside. It's early August, it was a Sunday night. And I was sitting, we had just finished practice, and I was like, I need to get away. I've been with my teammates for a week straight. I need to get away. Where can I go? And I was like, oh, it's Sunday night. My coach will let me go to Mass. It's a great escape route. So I went to Mass. I was the only student in Mass because it was early August. And after Mass, this girl came up to me, and I instantly hated her. Instantly hated her. She said, hi, I'm Angel. I was like, really, guy? But she was friendly, and something about her struck me. As much as I hated her, something about her struck me. And what I realized later is I didn't like her because she so apparently had the joy that I was seeking. It was undeniable that she had something I didn't. I went back to Mass the next weekend just to see this girl. Found out she was a missionary, joined her Bible study. A couple months later, against my will, she dragged me to this conference. I told her no 4 times. And then she pumped me into going by telling me she'd save money for me every day since the day she met me. Who does that? I wasn't worthy of that type of love, I didn't think. But I went to this conference, and I finally decided to give God a chance. To give God a chance. And maybe that's where you're at this weekend. If you're like, man, I don't know who I am. I invite you to give God a chance. Because you know what he did? He showed up and he wrecked my life in the best way possible. I went to a much needed confession. And then we had something called adoration. We'll have something called adoration tonight, where we take a consecrated host. We believe in Jesus' presence, and we put it in this gold thing called a monstrance. And I went to adoration, and I looked at the monstrance, and it was in an instant. Every doubt, question, depressed feeling, gone. And I knew that I was loved. I knew that I was, like what I just said, I knew that I was a beloved daughter. And I knew that God didn't love me because I was a Division I soccer player and a straight-A student and looked like I did, but he created me uniquely like I look, he loves how I look. He just loved me. And that changed everything. It changed everything in my life. And put me on a trajectory to, I guess, where I am now. Okay, so I talked about how identity is what's the same about all of us, right? But we're all unique. So this is the kind of the dichotomy of our faith. We have things in our faith that kind of seemingly contradict, like the Trinity, one God, 3 persons, and all these things. Well, our uniqueness and our identity is in that, yeah, we all have the same root identity. But we're all unique. There's things that we like. There's things that we're called to do. There's gifts that we have that make us unique. And God wants this. Listen to this. This is from 1 Corinthians chapter 12. For just as the body is one and has many members, and all the members of the body, though many, are one body, so it is with Christ. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. For the body does not consist of one member, but of many. If the foot should say, because I'm not a hand, and do not belong to the body, that would not make it any less part of the body. And if the ear should say, because I'm not an eye, I do not belong to the body, that would not make it any less part of the body. And it goes on and goes on and goes on. But what is God telling us here? What is that analogy made for? Anybody know? Yeah.
If we're all different, are we still are we not going to
Yeah.
have a difference?
Yeah, so it's saying that we're all different, but that's a good thing. We need ears and eyes. We need hands and feet. We need Sam and we need Jeanette. God has created us like that for a reason. He's given us each likes and dislikes, gifts and talents. And your gifts are how you bring love into the world. I love that. I've been reflecting on that lately. My gifts, how God has created me uniquely, is how I can bring love into the world. How can we love in the world? So I ask this, what are your gifts? What are your gifts? What are your talents? What are the things that you love to do? Now remember, remember this, God He delights in those things, but your identity is not based off that. I would liken it to this. So when I played Division I soccer, my dad, I have an awesome dad. He's not perfect, but I have an awesome dad. In my collegiate career, and this is including the first 3 years when I sat on the bench, and then I actually played 5 years because you can redshirt. I didn't play my freshman year. And the 2 other years. So in 5 years, my dad missed 4 games. And that's only because one weekend the partner was Florida and Wisconsin. So we flew on a Friday, we played in Florida, and then we played in Wisconsin. So that was a little bit of a crazy trip. But he traveled around the country watching me. Now, did my dad delight when I started actually playing and starting and was team captain? Yeah, he loved it. But did he also delight watching me sit the bench? Yeah, because he knew I was a part of something. And he just loved me. He loved traveling around the country. He would do it like he'd do it with work, so he was able to do it. Those are some of my fondest memories. And that revealed, yeah, my dad delighted in the fact that I played soccer. I love that about me. But he didn't ignore me when I sat on the bench. He just loved me as his daughter. That's how God the Father views us. He loves when we're using our unique gifts and talents. Loves that. But again, if you just sat in this chair the rest of your life, he would still love you the same. We want to honor him for what he's given us. I was in Montana in early December, and I was giving a talk in a middle school, public middle school. So I didn't mention the word Jesus or God once, but I talked about this. Talked about identity, talked about our uniqueness, talked about our gifts. Talked about 300 kids. In this school, 90% of the kids are under the poverty line. Very, very impoverished school. The week before, the principal told me that she had to sit down with 2 other kids who had hit lists. The 3 kids the week before had tried to commit suicide. Really broken school. Probably the best talk I've ever given.